Hey guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit today about your mindset in general and around your body and pain and injuries and kind of relate it to what we did yesterday as an event. So I'm very big on when clients come in because a lot of people come to see me who have chronic pain. And it's really important to address this aspect first and expectations and how they feel about pain and how that presents in their body, because if we don't address this, then usually nothing else is going to improve no matter what you do. I recently read a book called The Way Out, and it is an amazing book on chronic pain and talking about how a lot of your pain can come from your brain, and it's really essential to grasp that idea. A lot of people are in denial about it, but the reality of it is that it's true and research that backs that up. And so when we can reframe our mind around like, I'm broken, I don't think I can ever be helped, the healthcare system has failed me. There's reasons why you feel that way, but you maybe just haven't had the right provider to talk to you about things and really get on your level and help you understand how that pain and brain cycle actually work. So I always talk about the power of your words and how you talk about yourself. And I used to be so guilty of this, and sometimes I still catch myself. So I'm no different, but I'm just trying to spread the awareness of, like, something I hear all the time is like, I bet you haven't seen anyone as broken as me when they come in with 3 to 5 different injuries and body parts that are hurting. And the truth is, a lot of people present that way, but when you start changing that mindset, like, I'm not broken, I just have things that I need to work on, but focusing on what you can control, not what you can't control, that is a game changer. And with chronic pain, your brain starts having this cycle of always feeling that. And then when you're stressed about it or frustrated or scared, fearful of pain, then whatever term you want to use, because not everybody says they're scared of it and that bothers them. But when you do that, that actually reinforces the pain. So if we can stop that cycle and just be like, okay, like, pain is an alarm that is going off that's just telling me something's a little off and I need to have it looked at. Quit trying to fix things by yourself if you're not sure what you're doing. My goal as a physical therapist is to educate you on this part of it, but also to give you the tools to where when you get your nervous system calmed down because you're not so fearful of your pain or frustrated, whatever term you want to use, like, here's our baseline. When we have chronic pain and with today's society and a lot of stuff that can get us revved up or have us sitting up here already, we need to get down here as much as possible. A fight or flight response is a normal response to have about certain things, but if we stay up here, that's not healthy. A lot of people don't correlate this with pain, but if we can get that down here as much as possible back to baseline, then our nervous system can be calmed down. Our pain won't seem so intense and so bad, because a lot of times that's what happens is other things may be happening in your life, including stress, and then you have an injury, you have something that's painful, and then you just get so in your head about it, or you get so frustrated with it and all the other components, it just makes it seem up here when it's actually just right here. And you could be doing things to calm it down and then addressing that specifically. So one big thing I really preach to people is, hey, usually, like, when you get assessed and it's like, oh, it's not that crazy of anything, there's a few things I need you to do to correct this, but it's really going to be calming this down so that your pain doesn't seem so intense, especially if they're just like hypersensitive. So that's my spiel on it. If y'all want to read that book, I think it's great for practitioners to read. I actually give it to my patients to read. It just reframes your mindset around pain and how it actually is coming from the brain a lot of the times. And then you do the work and corrective exercise and keep your body healthy to have like mobility and strength or movement impairments and address that. But if you're not addressing the other part of it, which a lot of PTs don't, and healthcare practitioners in general, then you may stay frustrated for years and years or your whole life. And my message to you today is that you don't have to live that way. And there is hope. And that seems scary because people are so used to suffering that they're like, well, and I've had people like, they get emotional and cry, which is totally fine. But it's like, I thought I was going to have to live with this for the rest of my life. And my goal is to educate and tell them, no, like, you really don't. So a lot of people don't know what it would look like to live that way. So they're not as open to the idea. But if you can be, it is a freaking game changer. And that's just the beauty of having someone as an advocate on your side to help guide you through that. But it's a lot of work on your own too. And sometimes that accountability can be hard for people, but it's a really awesome thing to see how that starts phasing into other areas of your life once you get that under control. I will be talking about another book that I'm reading right now by Dr. Caroline Leaf. It's about mindset and it's amazing. She's a neuroscientist, but just talks about how your mind controls your brain that controls your body. So getting your thoughts under control and how you view yourself and your body, whether you're over-identifying with diagnoses that you've had, any of that, like, it needs to be addressed. And people just need a different perspective and fresh perspective sometimes. So the event we did yesterday was to help our friends Imagine Zero spread awareness on injury prevention, suicide prevention, and a big aspect of that. And it could be chronic pain, it can be other issues that have caused suicides to happen. There's a lot of mental health that goes into that, but pain and that are very related. So sometimes if you don't get your pain under control and this under control, like, those things are realistic and happen, and we just want to minimize that as much as possible. So there's different resources for that. I love helping people with ways to relieve stress through manual therapy and education on how you can move your body in good ways and just open things up. And I don't know, we need to really change the world with this, and I'm on a mission to change the face of physical therapy, to incorporate a lot more things that we should be. And I hope that y'all are open-minded and can get on board with that, because we need more awareness spread on it. So if y'all have any questions about how physical therapy can help with relieving stress and just how that presents as pain in your body, I would love to chat with y'all. I would love to help you and really get you to where you want to be. So the link is in the bio if you ever want to schedule, and I'm always open for questions. And so I hope y'all have a great week, and thanks for listening to my long video.